Ezra, Chapter 2. The list of the prisoners who returned. Oh, goodness. These are the people of the province who returned from captivity. King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon had taken these people as prisoners to Babylon. They now returned to Jerusalem and Judah, everyone to their own town. These are the people who returned with Zerubbabel, Jeshua, Nehemiah, Sariah, Reliah, Mordecai, Bilshan, Mispar, Bigvai, Rehum, and Baanah. This is the list of names and numbers of men from Israel who returned. The descendants of Parosh, 2,172. The descendants of Shephatiah, 372. The descendants of Arah, 775. The descendants of Pahath Moab, of the family of Yeshua and Joab, 2,812. The descendants of Elam, 1,254. The descendants of Zatu, 945. The descendants of Zakai, 760. The descendants of Bani, 642. The descendants of Bebai, 623. The descendants of Asgad, 1,222. The descendants of Adonikam, 666. The descendants of Bigvai, 2,056. The descendants of Adin, 4,000, oh my goodness, just 454. The descendants of Ater, through the family of Hezekiah, 98. The descendants of Bizai, 323. The descendants of Jorah, 112. The descendants of Hashum, 223. The descendants of Gebar, 95. From the town of Bethlehem, 123. From the town of Netopha, 56. From the town of Anathoth, 128. From the town of Asmaveth, 42. From the towns of Kiriath Jearim, Kipharah, and Beeroth, 743. From the towns of Ramah and Geba, 621. From the town of Michmash, 122. From the towns of Bethel and Ai, 223. From the town of Nebo, 52. From the town of Magbish, 156. From the other town named Elam, 1,254. From the town of Harim, 320. From the towns of Lod, Hadid, and Ono, 725. From the town of Jericho, 345. From the town of Sinah, 3,630. These are the priests, the descendants of Jediah, through the family of Yeshua, 973. The descendants of Immer, 1,052. The descendants of Pashur, 1,247. The descendants of Harim, 1,017. These are the people from the tribe of Levi, the descendants of Yeshua and Kadmiel, through the family of Hodaviah, 74. These are the singers, the descendants of Asaph, 128. These are the descendants of the temple gatekeepers, the descendants of Shalom, Ater, Talmon, Akub, Hatita, and Shobai, 139. These are the descendants of the special temple servants: Ziha, Hasufa, Tabaoth, Keros, Sayaha, Padon, Lebanah, Hagabah, Akub, Hagab, Shalmai, Hanan, Gidel, Gahar, Riah. It's pretty if that's what it is, Riah. Rezun, Nekoda, Gazam, Uza, Pasia, Bazai, Asna, and Muanim. Nefusim, Bakbuk, Hakufa, Harhur, Bazluth, Mehida, Harsha, Barkos, Sisera, Tima, Neziah, and Hatifa. These are the descendants of Solomon's servants: Sotai, Hasselfereth, Peruda, Jaalah, Darkon, Gedel, Shephatiah, Hatil, Pokereth, Hazabim. It's all one word, or one name. Pokereth, Hazibim, and Ami. The temple servants and descendants of Solomon's servants, 392. Some people came to Jerusalem from the towns of Tel Malah, Tel Harsha, Kerub, Adon, and Immer. But these people could not prove that their families were from the family of Israel. The descendants of Deliah, Tobiah, and Nekoda, 652. From the family of priests, there were descendants of Hobiah, Hakoz, and Barzillai. If a man married a daughter of Barzillai from Gilead, he was counted as a descendant of Barzillai. These people searched for their family histories, but they could not find them. Their names were not included in the list of priests. They could not prove that their ancestors were priests, so they could not serve as priests. The governor ordered them not to eat any of the holy food until there was a priest who could use the Urim and Thummim to ask God what to do. Altogether, there were 42,360 people in the group who came back. This is not counting their 7,337 men and women slaves. They also had 200 men and women singers with them. They had 736 horses, 245 mules, 435 camels, and 6,720 donkeys. When the group arrived at the place in Jerusalem where the Lord's temple had been, the family leaders gave their gifts for building this house of God again. They wanted to build it in this same place. They gave as much as they were able. These are the things they gave for building the temple: 1,100 pounds of gold, about 4 tons of silver, and 100 coats that priests wear. So the priests, Levites, and some of the other people moved to Jerusalem and the area around it. This group included the temple singers, gatekeepers, and the temple servants. The other Israelites settled in their own hometowns.